Hello! I don't know if you can see and or hear the panting Argo back there. But is this my turn? No. Okay. So we're down by Brevort Lake. And we're gonna have a little hike today. And there's a section here by Brevort Lake that I've not done. So I'm just gonna do that little chunk. It's just under 3 miles, but of course I'm hiking alone, so it's out and back, so it'll be just a bit under 6 miles, I think. Today is, I can actually look, the 17th of August, Saturday, 17th of August, and the big celebration, the North Country Trail celebration, starts this next week and this next weekend. So this is like the last chance to make sure the trail's in good shape. Bouncing along this this dirt road, and we'll probably see you when we're underway. So, trying to avoid the long intro this time. So, see you in a sec. You come up to this campsite here on the shore of Brevort Lake. And just someone left some firewood, which is nice. And they left a bunch of beer cans, which is not so nice. Something I've never understood my whole life is why people put their cans in the fire. Never understood that. And we're, I mean, only like 100 yards from the parking lot. So I'll be picking these up on the way back. So, oh, that's so frustrating. Yes. So here, this is a North Country Trail. You can always tell by the blue markers that you see there. And this is the Brevort Lake Dam, which you can see is just wooden boards they put in there to control the level of the lake. So they really just have this one more open, and the rest just are spilling over from the wave action. But some pretty, if you can tell, some pretty clear water. So, it's quite a bit windier here than it was up in the Sioux. Hopefully that you can feel it in the woods, because it's kind of a humid day. But we're gonna get headed on here, and of course I'll bring you back if there's anything neat, or if I feel some topic has come up that I need to ramble on about, because we know how much I like to talk. So I don't know how well it shows up. It's really dark in here. Like, yeah, don't need my sunglasses dark. Of course, it's really cloudy as well, but yeah, I don't know if it's the darkness or something about the soil or both, but there's pretty much almost no vegetation on the ground. So it's always interesting to me how much a trail can vary in such a short period of time. But these little dark sections usually don't last very long. But just want to show you that really quick. Kind of interesting. Well, if I believe the distance on my watch, we're a bit over halfway to the turnaround point. If you can see the sweat Ooh, one thing I'm really good at is sweating. If only there was a gold medal for that, I'd be in competition. But it's not hot, but the humidity is 100% or really close to it. So even though we're not walking fast, we're not working hard, it's not super hot, super sweaty. So we've stopped twice for water in only just over a mile and a half. But just how it goes. I brought extra water. It actually was a work hike near where we started, where I think I mentioned I had sweat all the way down to my knees on my pants. Like, I was just drenched, and it was like 85 degrees and 85% humidity. Yeah, so ever since then I carry more water. Although I brought a water filter that time, and I did use it because I knew we were crossing the river, but there's no river here. But all that is to say, we've been hydrating well. So, but the trail's in pretty good shape. I did have to use my saw as a bit of a machete through the ferns in a few spots, just kind of widening it out for the hikes next weekend. But it's been largely kind of like this. You see this dark forest with patches of light. So it's been it'd be really neat here like in October for Halloween, especially with some fog. Oh, it'd be super spooky. Super spooky. But anyway, we'll keep going. See you in a second. So something I've been doing in the ferny sections, like this section isn't bad, but you see I was kind of overgrown a little bit. I was kind of using my saw as a bit of a machete, you know, just to kind of clear those back just a bit. And there we go. One downside is it kind of wants to stick. There we go. Well, you see we're still going, still drenched in sweat. Of course, I picked a little uphill section to record. You can see we're back out. A little more light, a lot more understory here. I think we're getting pretty close to the turnaround spot. So I don't feel bad, but it's definitely a wet one here in the forest today. There's been no one on the trail, which I'm not super surprised about, because it rained. Everything's wet, of course, which is why I've been cutting back the ferns so much. If it rains for next weekend, you just end up soaked walking through wet ferns. There shouldn't be much I need to do going back because I've already done it. So that's really good news. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on going. All right, so if you look at this map, right here, that's where we are now. And it was right there's where we started. So this is a turnaround point, and had a little bite to eat, some water. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a breeze on the way back, so that'll be lovely, very lovely. So left a little note here in the book. I cleared the trail between the dam and here. Now I gotta put on the backpack, head back. You can see Argo's. What do you think, Argo? Don't let him fool you. He was just running around yanking my arm trying to chase squirrels, so don't let his panting fool you. So he's not as tired as he may appear. So all right, time to put that back on and head back. It's what time is it? It's 12:18. Took me an hour and a half to get here with stopping to clear trail. It'd be faster to head back because it's all done. So, all right. I'm sure I'll show you something else along the way besides my very sweaty self. We'll see you in a second. If you can see, there is like a little section here where we're on some 2-track. Less than a quarter mile for sure. But going back east, not so dramatic, but when you're coming this way, when you're heading west, you spend so long in like the dark forest, you're like, wow, look how light it is out here. So it was kind of funny when we were heading the other way. Oh. I saw some feathers in there, like maybe something had a home in the base of that tree. So let me see. We are so it's been about a mile, not quite a mile, since the turnaround spot. So about roughly 2 miles to go. I feel like we have a little bit of a headwind, or maybe I'm just not stopping so much to hack away at the brush. It feels a little bit cooler. Maybe humidity's dropped just a touch. So anyway, here's where we leave the road behind and get back to the trail. Well, we're back in the dark. Not quite as dark as it was earlier though. The sun has come out, I think. Definitely seems brighter though, definitely. But we're getting close to being back at the beginning. I can see Brevort Lake over there. I don't know if you can see. Probably can just see the brightness in the background. But Brevort Lake is right there, so we're getting pretty close to where we all started. So I figured I'd wrap this up. Say thanks for joining us. I am still super sweaty, as you can tell. I feel like the humidity's maybe gone down a touch. I don't know. Every time I think that, then I get really hot. So it's probably still the same. But anyway, enough rambling. Oh, I see another hill up here. So I'm going to wrap this up before I go up this hill and start breathing hard. So thanks again. And Argo and I will be back really soon. See you later.